The chaos started before the opening bell. As soon as Drew McIntyre appeared in the aisle, Jimmy Uso was already waiting for him, fists flying instantly. Both men exchanged heavy punches as they fought their way to the ring. Drew hit a series of strong strikes and followed up with a sharp Irish whip. Jimmy tried to counter with a float-over move, but Drew cut him off with a kick to the midsection and a forearm to the back. Jimmy fired back with a quick kick, then surprised Drew with a clothesline over the top rope, sending the Scottish Warrior crashing to the floor. Jimmy wasted no time. He went for a suicide dive, but Drew countered midair with a brutal forearm shot to the head. The brawl spilled to the outside again, with Jimmy sending Drew hard into the steel steps. But Drew turned the tide quickly. He raked the eyes, hit a double thrust, and both men spilled into the crowd. The fight had officially left the ring, and the crowd was loving every second of it. Back at ringside, Jimmy suplexed Drew on the floor, then reached under the ring for a table. The audience roared as he slid it into the ring, but Drew blindsided him with a forearm before he could set it up. Drew then stomped Jimmy's head onto the table and unleashed a flurry of punches. Jimmy countered with a chop combo, but Drew connected with a stiff back elbow for a near fall. Moments later, Drew rolled out to grab a steel chair, and that's when things got ugly. Drew cracked Jimmy in the ribs, then across the back. He set the chair upright in the ring, grabbed Jimmy by the head, and slammed him face first into the steel. "You chose this!" Drew shouted, echoing through the arena. He lined up for a Claymore kick, but Jimmy countered perfectly, dropping Drew face first into the same chair with a drop toe hold. Momentum shifted fast. Jimmy hit a thrust kick, then a twisting senton bomb for a near fall. He grabbed the chair again and hammered Drew across the back multiple times, leaving visible marks. Jimmy then set up the table he pulled out earlier, but just as he turned around, Future Shock DDT. Drew planted him for a close 2 count. Both men were exhausted, but Drew wasn't done. He backed up into the corner, ready for another Claymore. Jimmy dodged at the last second and countered with a Samoan drop through the table. The crowd exploded. Jimmy climbed to the top rope, looking for the finishing blow. But before he could leap, Drew hurled a steel chair right into Jimmy's skull. In one smooth motion, Drew followed up with a devastating Claymore kick to seal the deal. 1, 2, 3. The war was over. The winner of the no disqualification match, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre,